I go out and I cheat. I have no control of myself and I'm a little boy. You don't commit because you can't. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Joe on Joh Talk. And guys, today we're gonna have a top tier conversation. This is a conversation for men who aspire to be top tier men. If you have that craving to get to that next level in your life and understand yourself and how to navigate the world, this is a conversation for you. Today we're gonna talk about, I wanna say it, but let me give you guys a disclaimer first. You have to have thick skin and a broad back for this conversation. And if you're a woman watching this, you have to have a thick skin and a broad back for this conversation. In Jamaica, we always say you have to have thick skin and broad back. That means you're not sensitive. This is me giving you a heads up that this conversation is it's gonna ruffle the feathers. It's not gonna be one of those smooth sailing conversations. So listen, today we're talking about, remember I said it, thick skin and broad back. Today we're talking about how to never cheat again. Yes. Now I know everybody's wondering, oh my God, this guy was a cheater. This guy was this guy was that. No. Slow down. We all go through our phases of maturity. Okay? Every guy went through those phases. He went through an explorer phase where he's exploring, he's talking to a lot of different women, he's learning about women, he's doing all these things. And we also have another phase where he has some type of priority in his life. He's juggling priorities. That's a second type of man. Whether he's in school, he's focusing on college, and he's also just, he's not too focused on a woman. That's the second phase a guy goes through. And the third phase a guy goes through is the ready to settle phase, right? So everybody goes through different phases. But today we're going to talk about how to never cheat again, especially when you're in the ready to settle phase, because it's very important. Right? So listen up, guys. I want you to stick around to the end of this video because I have a hack for you guys. I have a hack how to change your dark side. You know what the dark side is? The dark side is what pushes you to do things you're not supposed to do. The dark side is what pushes you to cheat when you're not supposed to be doing that. But I have a hack how to change that dark side into something else. So stay with me. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to start the story from one of my friends because I thought about this story and it gave me the idea for this video. I want to share it with you guys. So me and one of my friends, we were working out, and then after the gym, we were standing in front of the gym, like, just regular gym bros, and we're there having a conversation. And we're just talking about life, talking about cars, talking about money, talking about women, talking about all sorts of things. When we got to the part about women, he said something to me, and I was very surprised. I couldn't believe he said it. He said, bro, I want to stop cheating on my girl, but I don't know how to. I'm like, whoa, we were talking about cars and we transitioned straight to this. All right. All right. This is a conversation I wasn't prepared for, but let me try and talk to this guy and see what he's feeling. I'm like, what do you mean, bro? He said, yeah, man. I mean, I know she's the perfect girl for me. I love her so much, but whenever we get in these arguments or something, I go out and I cheat. And then when I cheat on her, I'm always reminding her of how good she is because this girl that I cheated with is so bad. And then when I come back to her, me cheating on her, when I come back to her, it makes me treat her even better. I'm like, what, bro? I'm like, to a certain extent, I understand what he's saying. But that's a lot of immaturity going there. We're going to talk about how to deal with that. So my mom said something to me growing up. She always say, listen, if you think you're going to hurt someone and nothing is going to happen to you in the future, you must be the most stupidest person in the world. So when you're ready to hurt someone, Javon, I want you to think about the pain you're going to receive in the future. So instead of telling him that, I said, bro, I want you to do an activity with me. All right. I'm like, close your eyes. He's like, bro, stop playing. I'm like, no, bro, just close your eyes. All right. I want you to think about your girl, the woman you love so much, a woman you live with. Think about her. All right. Think about how much you love her. Think about her beautiful face. Think about all the happy moments you guys have had so far. And he's like, yeah, bro, what's next? And I said, all right, now think about her with some other guy. He's bigger than you. He's stronger than you. He has more muscles than you. He has more money than you. He has more intellect than you. He has everything that's better than you. Every single thing. He even delivers in that department better than you. And he's like, bro, what's the point? I said, now I want you to visualize your girl with that man. Your girl being intimate with that man. And he's like, why are you saying that, bro? And he opened up his eyes, right? He opened up his eyes. And I'm thinking to myself, so wait, bro. Let's really talk about this, right? So you just told me you're able to go out there. You're able to cheat on your girl. And then you're able to come back and treat her better because you cheated on her. But you're not even able to entertain the thought in your head that she can be with a better man. She can be with a man with more money. She can be with a man that's even more blessed than you. This man whipped out a third leg on the woman you claim to love that you're cheating on, right? And you can't even entertain that thought. I'm like, so what type of men are you then? He's like, come on, bro, that's not how men are. Come on, you know, we're genetically made to have many women. I'm like, see, that's your problem, bro. That's not true. That is not true, bro. You need to change the way you visualize what men is and what women are, because that's not true. So this brings me to my first point in learning how to never cheat again. And that's to be aware enough to realize that your little stupid ass as a man need to be humble. You need to realize that there's men out there that's better than you. You need to realize that it's not all about you. Because when you're aware enough, you know that, hey, listen, if you cheat, she can cheat too. And she can go cheat with the man that's 10 times the man that you are. So be humble, bro. Be humble. Not because she's in love and you swept her off her feet. You feel like you can just do whatever you want. And that's a thought you have to put in. Listen, I'm not attacking men. I'm not, because I'm a man. But as a guy, these are the thoughts that you have to put in your head to start create a coping mechanism to make sure you don't even entertain those thoughts when they come inside your head. So if a girl with a fat ass walk by, she's just walking by, and you start turning your head to look, start visualizing, let's say another attractive guy walks by and your woman start turning her head and looking. Like, just realize that you're equal, bro. Like, in that regard, you're equal. So if you don't want her to do it, don't do it. That's all I'm saying. So that's my first point. You have to be aware enough and humble yourself. That's my first point. Now, my second point in learning how to never cheat again is to find out what's the root cause. Why are you doing this? Where does this come from? Is it that you're trying to impress your friends? Is it that it makes you feel more of a man when you do it? Is it because of the chase and the hunt, you know, a new woman, new girl and you're chasing, can you conquer? What is it? What is the root cause? And you know what I think the root cause is? It stems from a lot of different places in our life, right? And I call it the dark side. Yeah, that's exactly what I call it, the dark side. We always feel the need to give in to that dark side. You see that dark side? Whenever you're about to do something that you're not supposed to do, your heart start beating fast. And there's something in you that says, wow, this feels good. You know it's not good, but it feels good. That's the dark side. And that dark side is coming from something deep within your past. So whenever you start having that feeling, you start recognizing that, all right, it's the dark side. Now what do? How do you deal with this thing? Now, this is how you put the dark side in a little box and you tuck it away. Even though that's not enough, we're going to check in later on and talk about what we do to extinguish it completely. But now, for now, we have it in a little box, right? We have the dark side in a little box. This is how you do it. You start realizing that the world operates on a karmic balance. And that's what my mom told me. And that's how we started off the video. So you have to realize that this thing, this deed, this bad deed that you're about to do is going to come back in the future and hurt you. And this is the interesting part. It's not going to hurt you the same you hurt her. It's going to hurt you times 10. Yes, that's the crazy part. So whenever you have this thought, your dark side creeping up, you start visualizing, all right, if I do this right now, for example, if I take $10 out of this person's wallet while they're not looking, and I know in the future, this $10 that I stole is gonna cost me $1,000. Let me ask you this, do you still steal the $10? No. And that's what you do. That's your coping mechanism for keeping that dark side in that little box. That's what you do. So once you have that dark side in that little box now, we're going to talk about how to extinguish that dark side. So you trap it now. You're going to extinguish it and you're going to change what that is. You're going to change that dark side to be something else. And this is the hack that I was telling you guys about. This is the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme of the dark side. The dark side is bad, but you can do some things to change it and make it good. You can do some things to make it work for you. And I'll tell you right now, you have to realize that the dark side, and this is point 4, you have to realize that the dark side affects your future success. That's it, guys. You know what guys love more than women and all that fun stuff? Men love success. I'll tell you that. Men will give anything, almost anything, for success. You tell a guy, listen, hey, can I get a pinky? Sell me a pinky for success. They give you their pinky. A lot of people, when men hear success, that's the thing they crave the most in their life. So each time you decide to give in to that harmful dark side, you're going to affect your future success. That's exactly what's going to happen. So you know what you're going to start doing? You're going to start asking yourself, am I going to allow this to affect the $1 million opportunity that awaits me in the future? And do I really want to give in to this right now? Do I really want to affect my future success in life? Do I really want to do that? No, you don't want to do that. So you change. You fill the void of the dark side with something else. And this is what a lot of top tier men does. This is what they do. They get rid of the dark side that doesn't allow them to find tremendous success in their life. And they fill it with something else. There's still a dark side to it, right? But it's not hurting your loved ones. And I'll tell you what that is. What a lot of guys do is they invest their time, effort, and energy into their work and their passion. And that's their new dark side. You can't get them away from it. You cannot get that guy to stop working, because you know what that is? Work for that guy is the dark side now. When that guy is not doing well right now, you know what he does? He goes to work. If something is stressing him out in life, let's say his woman is stressing him out, what he does, he doesn't go cheat on her. He doesn't go talk to other women. He goes to work. This can be work. This can be the gym. Listen, if you're feeling some stress in your life, if something is driving you up the wall, what are you going to do? Identify that dark side, whether that's working out, achieving some type of results. That's what you have to do. You have to make sure your dark side is connected to a greater result, like success. It's the opposite of affecting your success. It's giving you success. That's what you have to fall in love with. And the second you fall in love with that, now awakens this new dark side. And that's the best thing ever. The most phenomenal thing about this thing now is that all it brings you is success. So each time you engage in your dark side, it just brings you more success because you've changed it. You don't need to do all that other stuff. You don't. I read a book once and it talked about the greatest guys in the world, some of the ways they failed. One of the number one ways a lot of guys fail, they didn't have enough resources. They didn't have money. The other reason a lot of guys fail is because they didn't know how to lead other people. And one of the last reasons why a lot of guys fail is because they couldn't control their urge to sex. That's my 5th point. You have to learn how to control your urge to sex. You have to start looking at sex and your urge towards sex. Does this have control over me or I have control over it? That's how you have to start looking at it. And where I'm from in Jamaica, listen, Jamaicans, man, they'll glorify some of the most stupidest thing in the world. Like growing up in Jamaica, they'll tell you you need to have 10 different girls and you need to do this and you need to do that. And you look at all the guys that have 10 different girls in Jamaica and what happened? They have no real success in their life. If you have 10 different girls, how much time are you giving those 10 different girls? He's weak. He has the most talent in the world, but because of his urge and his affinity towards sex and his lack of control for that urge, he cut himself short. That's what it is. So that's how you have to start seeing the world. So whenever you see a girl walk by, right? An attractive girl walk by, you're gonna see her because she's in your field of view, right? It's normal. But if you take a second, she's walking by. Let's go through this activity together. She's walking by, 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 she's walking. You're not giving it power. She's walking by, she's walking by. The second you turn around and look at her ass, that's you giving into it. That's you saying, I have no control of myself and I'm a little boy. Are you a top tier man or a little boy? Are you gonna let a ass control your life and your destiny and the success that comes to your life, bro? Hell no. So you have to stand up and say, listen, man, listen, me, I'm not gonna let this stupid little addiction or this stupid little thing stop me from achieving greater success in my life. Do you know how beautiful it is when you have a wife, a partner that you can call your own? If you're stranded, she's there with you. Do you think any of these worthless, straddly women out here that you have 10 of them, you think they're gonna be there for you? There's nothing as pure and real and loving as having genuine connection with someone. And look at all the greatest guys. They'll always tell you, they always give credit to their wife. Yeah, I give credit to my wife. She does so well with the kids. She keeps my life together. She keeps me stable. Look at all the greatest guys. Look at them. Look at most of them at least. And that's what we're striving for. We're striving to be top tier men. And if something as simple as your addiction to sex or just sex in general controls you, you'll never be able to be a top tier man. So again, guys, I'm going to reiterate. Guys go through 3 phases in their life. They're an explorer, right? Explorer, what they're doing. They're learning about themselves. They're learning about other women. They're talking to multiple women. And women go through this exact same stage too. Now, when you go to the next stage, which is the juggling priorities, this is you're in your 20s, bro. You're trying to get success. You're trying to get money. You're trying to do all these things. You're trying to leave your mark on the world. This is not the time to explore. You're juggling priorities. In this time, you maybe have a little friends with benefits, and that's all you can afford to have. But you're not going to commit. You don't commit because you can't. You can't even commit to her the right way. But once you get to the part where you're ready to settle, you have to do things 100% the right way. And that's where top tier men are. They're ready to settle and they understand what it takes to settle. They understand that they need to control their dark side and change their dark side into something else. A lot of the richest men in the world, that's what they've done. You look at this guy called Patrick Bet-David, the way this man talks about work, the way this man talks about labor, you'd be like, wow, this man must be addicted to work. What is he running from? And then if you look at how he used to spoke way back in the days, he told a story saying, how he used to have multiple women and he would never achieve no success in his life. And the second he decided to have one and he stuck to that one, then he started achieving real success. So what happened to that addiction to sex? He shifted that dark side into work. That's what it is. The man love to work, brother. And that's the secret. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Listen, guys, we all have to aspire to be top tier, man. Listen, I'm here. I'm trying to be the best I can. I'm trying to level up my life. I'm trying to be a better husband. I'm trying to be a better son. I'm trying to be a better brother. I'm trying to be a better businessman. I'm trying to be the best that I can possibly be. I want to be a top tier man. And I want you to be one too. So let's ride this journey. Subscribe, my guy. Listen, subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know what you guys think about this episode. I'm out. Joh Talk is out of the building. Clocking out. Yes, sir.